Hi, this is a nice lantern if you understand its limitations. You get a sense of the size. It's about the size of my hand. Large hand, but still a hand. It has one button operation. Push it and it goes to full power. Push it again, it goes to lower power. Push it again, it goes to what they call moon glow, which is barely visible light, to off. That's it. That's all it does. No flashing, no SOS, no red, none of that stuff. Turn it on. It's nice because it also has two ways to set it down. You can set it down light on the upside, or you can turn it over, put the light on the lower side. This is good if you're at a table and you want to light what's on the table, but don't want to have the full force of the light hitting you in the face. It's a good option. I also like that this works on D cells or AAA batteries, and that includes rechargeable AAA batteries. They don't last a long time. They last about 6 hours, but they're convenient. They're less expensive than D cells, and it gives you two options in an emergency if you have to scrounge up batteries. It also has an option for a USB output, so you can use this to charge other devices like phones or things like that. I wouldn't suggest doing that if you're running this off of AA's. That's what the D cells are for. It's also nice that the diffuser is 360 degrees, so it gives a nice uninterrupted light. That's handy. And the switches themselves, the switch covers, are glow in the dark. You kind of see them starting to glow a little bit even now, so you can spot the light in the dark, which is kind of handy. A couple of the downsides: there's no battery level indicator, and that's partly an engineering design because it uses two different kinds of batteries, so that would be really confusing. But I guess you ultimately know, because when the batteries start to run down, the lights get really dim. It does do that, by the way. As the light's running down, it dims before it cuts off completely. It has relatively short battery life with AA's, but again, they're AA's. It's reasonable for what they are. And this isn't a very durable light. I wouldn't use this as a survival light. There's no moisture seal. The battery compartment is underneath here. You unscrew this and that's where the batteries are. But there's no rubber gasket or anything like that. Nothing to keep moisture out. But between the rechargeable battery...
This is the Energizer lantern. And you push the top button. That is the brightest. Of course, when you bring it out, it gets brighter. Then it dims. And it has a nightlight mode, which is nice. And USB charger. No.
The light is really bright on the high setting, and it's got a low, a night lamp setting as well. And then, of course, there is this little thing at the bottom where you can charge your phone. The problem starts there. You plug in your phone through the charger and it keeps interrupting the charging, and while you're charging you cannot run the lights, is what I realized. It just turns on.
This lantern is very, very bright. This is how dark the room is before the light is on, and here is how bright the room is after the light is on. Big difference. It's super, super bright.
This is the lamp with no phone connected to it. And now I've plugged the phone into it, and you can see how much dimmer it becomes. And this is what's fresh.
In, no light. I replaced it, I don't know how many different times.